Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to look at the developer collaboration feature which is being introduced in AgilePoint NX version 8.0 software update 1. You have probably noticed that one of the central themes of AgilePoint V8 is a complete user interface overhaul, including a revamp of app designer experience. The next phase of development in AgilePoint V8 seeks to foster tight-knit collaboration between the various developers and personas that come together to compose an AgilePoint application. Now embedded directly within the app designer, business stakeholders, developers, and business analysts can easily collaborate around an application by creating threaded posts and discussions. This includes tagging users, receiving notifications when conversation threads are updated or resolved, etc. Let's look at this in action. So I'm going to navigate to App Builder and I'll create a new app. Go for a process-based app. Call it Commons Demo. We'll add a process model. I'll just go with the defaults for now. I'm going to add one more app designer to it. I'm going to go for a user called Richard Smith. So now we have one app owner and one app designer. It sends me to process designer. I'm going to drag and drop my first activity. Add a form. So I'm going to just go with a blank form for now. Okay, so I'm done with this. Now the demo is mainly around the collaboration feature. So what you will see is on the right hand top corner, there is this icon over here, which is right now showing there are 0 conversations existing on the current version. The count over here is for any conversations which are taking place on the current version of the process model. So if I click on it, the UI comes up where you can see that I can either see comments across all versions. I can just flip the switch. I can refresh the window. I have various filtering options as well. Over here I can say show me all comments, so show me only the open ones or the resolved ones. Also, if I have enabled all versions, I can say I want to see comments for a specific version. Right now, since nothing exists, I'm going to start adding few comments and you'll see how this changes. So I'm going to start putting my first comment. I'm going to tag a person called Richard Smith and put a comment that please help me review the REST API configuration. Maybe my process model or a form had a REST API configuration and I need a developer's help to review it or complete that piece of configuration. Or maybe I just leave a note for my IT department that I need help creating an access token. So you can see I mentioned one person. I can also tag other people as well. So I'm going to tag, say, another person over here, Mike. And now you see there are 2 people who are tagged on it. So I'm mentioned Richard Smith, but I also want Mike to be notified in this case. So I go ahead and click submit. So what happens is a comment has been captured over here. Now, if a comment belongs to me, I can always either delete it or edit it as well. Now, I'm going to switch to a different browser over here. I'm now logged in as Richard Smith. Richard Smith would have received an email, which I'll show in a minute. Go to App Builder. Go to Commons Demo. Now, even though this file is checked out by this person over here, Richard Smith can still review it. He can still open the file in a read-only mode. I'm going to just go ahead and save this one first. And I go back to Richard Smith's window. I'm going to open it. So Richard Smith sees the changes, and if you see, he sees one open conversation over here. Now you can go ahead and reply. at John Smith. I have reviewed the changes and all looks good, and click submit. Now what happens behind the scene is, if you see, it is a threaded conversation, and if I go back to my email, I'm receiving an email as well. It says Richard Smith has replied back on a comment on this particular process model, and the conversation is shown in the email as well. Now, at some point of time, if I go back to John Smith over here, I will open the conversation window. You can see the same things are showing up over here. Now, again, if you see over here, I can edit or delete my comments, but I can, the ones on the Richard Smith comment are disabled. Only Richard Smith can edit or delete his comments. You can always click on read more to see more information about the comments if you have a larger comment. So by default, it is restricting it to 1,000 characters. Now, at this point of time, I can continue to reply back, or if I'm okay with this, I can mark it as resolved. Once you mark it as resolved, it is all, you see the strike through effect and it is marked as resolved. You can always reopen a comment if you want it. Since I marked it as resolved, I received an email again that resolved by John Smith. So it is capturing all of the comments and notifying users through email as well. At the same time, if I go over here, I can always say show me only the open comments and apply the filter, and there's no open comments right now. Or I can say show me all comments or resolved comments, and it will actually show me the resolved ones. Now right now I'm dealing with the all version comments over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this one. I'm going to do a save and check-in. Click publish. So I've created version 1 of my process model. And now I'm going to open it again in edit mode. Now if I go over here, it shows me that for the current process model version, there are no open conversations. By default, it says no open conversations right now. If I wanted to see across all versions, I just flip the switch and it shows me there are comments existing on version 1. I can always leave a new comment. So I can leave a new comment over there, and it starts a new conversation thread, if you can see. Multiple conversation threads can exist on a particular version as well. So if you are putting unrelated comments, one for IT team, one for developer, you can start multiple conversations this way. As far as filtering is concerned, if I go over here, as I said, you can always look for only open comments. So it shows you only open ones across all versions in this case, because I flip switch this on. Only resolved ones, it would have shown me the one from version 1. And if I say show me all comments for a particular version, now a version 1 is listed over here, so I can see those as well. I can see that the one which was resolved. You can always clear the filters as well. You can just say I want to see everything which is open. You see that. Now this is more from a common process designer perspective. The same features are available on the form designer as well. So if I go into form designer, there's a comments option in the ribbon over here. When you click on it, it brings up the same UI, and you can do pretty much the same thing. You also, as an application designer, you can also mark all of the open comments as resolved if you want to. So with this, developers or app designers can collaborate with other developers or IT team to get additional help to review or perform additional actions on their application. Thanks a lot for your time.